All right, we have our first stunner of the draft. I'm stunned by this. Consider me stunned. 8th overall to the Atlanta Falcons, who have a quarterback man in Kirk Cousins already. Right. They take Michael Penix Jr.
$100 million. I mean, it's not just a quarterback. It's not like, we have a quarterback. Yeah. They spent $100 million guaranteed for Kirk Cousins for the next 2 years. By the way, this is what's amazing here is that now everyone's going to be like, what were the Falcons thinking? And Washington's off the hook. For once,
nobody will talk about it.
Yeah, no one's talking about what the hell was Washington doing, which is everything. Like on the one hand, Connor, we were talking off the air, good for Michael Penix because it's been a long road to get here for him, and there were a lot of questions and tough last game as a college player. But so good for him. On the other hand, he's now a top 10 pick, top 8 pick, right? But on the other hand, bad for him because he's going to sit behind Kirk Cousins for the next 2 years. They're paying him way too much money to not play Kirk Cousins.
It is a really interesting situation when you look at the divide and how Kirk Cousins is going to feel about this as well after signing there. Now, what I will say about this, my bold prediction was that he would go before J.J. McCarthy.
Nice job, good call.
I thought it was going to be 11 to Minnesota. This is a big surprise. I thought Michael Penix would go either to Minnesota or the Raiders, where he's the guy from day one.
Denver. He'd be a starter in Denver, too.
He had a long college career. He's one of the most pro-ready, I think, the best pocket passer in this draft. Big howitzer of an arm. The situation is very, very murky for him, from day one. He's a talented player. I know people are going to clown this pick or make jokes about it. I thought he was the third best quarterback in the draft. But you're right, Matthew. The usage of assets of whatever's going on in Atlanta is very interesting.
It's a weird one. Like, do they suddenly trade Kirk Cousins? Like, I don't know what they're doing here. You can never have too many good quarterbacks, this is what happened when they drafted Cousins, when the Commanders drafted Cousins and they already had RG3. You can never have too many good quarterbacks. It's an asset. Yep. But still, fantasy-wise, Michael Penix has no value except for dynasty leagues because he's not going to start as long as Kirk Cousins is there.
We're going to be talking about this one for months.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.